What's going on, guys? Hey. Hello. Got a new router for my internet, so we'll see if it works. Seems like streaming's been okay. A lot of problems with my internet and whatnot lately. Sorry. Oops. Sorry about that. There we go. How you guys doing tonight? I always have DPDR and fog, but it all depends on how much. Sometimes it just gets bad. It's tolerable today. It's just high. It's that catch-22 when I stay home and work from home and sit on the computer. Then it gets a lot higher. And then when I go out, sometimes I can break through it a little more. But then I have the problem of having to be on my feet, wearing myself out physically and mentally. So last time I went out, it actually ended up making it a pretty good day. But whatever. Been just doing so much, getting my internet back up and running. Although it's work, it's working. It's just one of those things. It's just a lot of signal issues. So I finally got it fixed. No, not too much. I mean, I don't know what a lot is, but I mean, I'm still going out to the grocery store and post office and get out for work a couple times a week now. Usually I like to do 3, but I've only been doing 2. Yeah. Sometimes it makes it a lot worse. Sometimes it makes it a lot better. It's always been like that. Even before benzos, I had DPDR then. I'm assuming it has to do with stress and anxiety, but I always had it, and the more I wake up my brain, the better. But sometimes sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Yeah, I don't have much energy, but I have motivation, which is good because I mean, for the past week, I would say my motivation was pretty dead. I was just forcing stuff. But now, like today, I had a bit of motivation and didn't have much of the energy. I just push it. Then go to the library. That's all I can say is just go. Sucks sometimes, but just go. It's things I love to do is what keeps me going. My brain is in a fog because of all the work and everything. My brain shits out so much today. A lot of the brain fog and like everything's just so bizarre that I'll be in the middle of saying something and I'll just completely lose the thought. So my memory's really shot today too. I was having a conversation with my girlfriend earlier about coffee and how much I kind of missed it today. Normally I don't, but today I was missing coffee. I could have really used some, but I know what it would do to me, and I know what it would do to my anxiety, so I have to just pass it and whatever. There's a lot of things I miss. Hey, Dylan. Good evening. I'm on later again. Yeah, then if you can do a little caffeine, maybe just do some decaf if you can handle that. You know, it's got a little decaf always has a little caffeine. I can't really do anything. I'm still so sensitive. I figure once I'm off my meds in a couple of years or whatever it's gonna take, heal a little bit, then I'll start trying some stuff. But everything just kind of battles with Remeron, so nothing much I can do about it. It's okay though. Not worried about it. Ooh. So I got over here. Oh, I see. I'm glad you can. That means you're not as sensitive as you might think. But don't overdo it. Ugh. Finally turned on the heat. Not in this room. 68 degrees, but I'm okay with that. Time to turn the heat on in my other room. Oh yeah, Benzo Belly, isn't that funny? Yeah. I'll always have stomach issues and stuff like that, but I've always had it even before Benzo, so it's not anything that's going to go away anytime soon. But um, yeah, stomach was really weird for a good year and a half. Ooh. And vision issues are getting a lot worse. That's the fact. Yeah, about a year and a half. Since I always had stomach issues, I didn't really. It wasn't way worse than my normal, but it was worse. But that wasn't my worst symptom, so I didn't care. Poppy, no. Cat. Yeah, I'm glad I know as much as I do. If I didn't, I couldn't imagine where I'd be. Especially since when I fucked up Remeron, I think that was like 8 months ago. Let me check. Gotta see how long it's been now. It seems like fucking yesterday. It was so fucking terrible. It's not on here anymore. Well, I cut 1 month and 11 days ago. I don't have it on here anymore, but it was about 8 months. And after that, things changed. And my thinking and how I do things, and it reminded me about how dangerous it can be. I shut my door when I go on here because that usually tells my girlfriend that I'm doing something like this or I'm meditating or something. I hear my cat scraping at the door. She wants to eat, but her food's down there, and at this time she always wants me to sit there and feed it to her. She's a fucking little baby, which I'll end up doing in a little bit. Tomorrow I'm mostly taking my girlfriend to she's got to get a procedure done, and nothing major, but I'm gonna take her to that. They get both here because they're fickle, so they get wet food and dry food. I don't really care which one they eat. She can't eat dry food. Like, she'll eat some dry food when I get off here, and then tonight she'll eat wet food like before I go to bed. My other cat will eat anything, so it's funny. Cats are fucking dumb. I love them. like I was saying, tomorrow I got stuff I got to do, and on Tuesday I'm gonna basically take off, other than working from home, and then Wednesday I'll go out for work. Ugh. I could tell I'm feeling a little better, but it's amazing how long it's been for a fucking cut. Also dealing with the weather change, I think it's kicking my ass. It's fucking cold as fuck today. And I'm the one who takes out the dog, so I get to deal with the freezing cold weather. It was even fucking snowing yesterday. It's fucking weird. I was actually busted out my heated blanket earlier today, this afternoon. That was nice. I laid on the couch for like an hour and a half, and I didn't have the heat on, so it felt really good. Finally, we broke down and turned on the heat, which I'm not a huge fan of. I like trying to heat up with the blanket. It's okay. I mean, it gets old. That's the problem. I can deal with the cold weather. Well, I keep my body can't, but I can, and mentally I can. But it lasts so long. It'll be now till December, January, February, March, April, into May. But once winter comes, like now, the allergens are starting to calm down. Everything's low. Mold is finally dying. I can breathe again. Of course, I've been in such a way from a cut and the weather changing that I haven't noticed a huge difference in the way I feel. But it's hard because, freezing hurts. But whatever. No biggie. I normally come on, well, my time, which is Wisconsin time, about 4:30, 4:45. I've been skipping out on. I've kind of been meditating some more. I didn't today, but coming on here a little later, which is kind of rare for me. Well, I lived in Austin for 6 years. It wasn't that long ago. Actually, I got sick in Austin. It's where the doctor gave me benzos, was in Austin, Texas. I had a real good time in Texas until I got sick. A little too many hipsters for my taste in Austin, but it was a good time nonetheless, and great food. I enjoyed it. But I got sick, so my whole memory of Texas kind of went out the window. Came back here because I have friends and family here, so we went out there. We didn't have any family or nothing. We went out there for ourselves, but I got so sick that we just came back. Probably still be there today if I didn't get sick. The highway systems out there are a fucking mess. Just the roads and just total mess. I liked Houston. Another shit city, but I like it. So many people. Not a huge fan of a lot of Texas type attitude. It's overrated now. I mean, I moved there when it was populated. It was just everybody was starting to move there. I can't imagine what it's like now, but it was very overwhelming. I could only imagine like 5, 10 years before I moved there. I bet it was fucking amazing. But I mean, for a musician, you got a lot of fucking places to play live. It's just music capital, you know? It's awesome. Hmm. Totally. I've never even been to Dallas, but I know a lot of people who live in Dallas. No, not a lot, but few. But I've kind of lived all over the place. I'm a huge fan of Arizona. That was my favorite place to live. My body can't handle the heat anymore, which I'm sure it will again one day. But Arizona was my favorite. It's just beautiful, and I just love the atmosphere. Texas has a little bit of that, but not as much as I would have liked. But I liked all the hills and stuff like that. I have some really great photos from there. From the Oasis was awesome. I liked going there. Popular, but I liked it. Just driving through hill country. Good stuff. Just wonder where I'd be if I didn't get sick. Would I still be in Texas? Probably. I probably would have doubled my business. But would I still be kind of an asshole? Probably. There's a lot of things I needed to work on. And I did a lot of work on myself in the past 5 years. I always tried to be a good person, but I'm much better person now. So funny watching this video. It's like when it's dark and you can see all that graininess that's moving around. That's exactly how my vision is normally with visual snow. It's like you can see things, like I can see this in the corner. It looks like it's moving. That's how my vision is. And it's still to this day, I've not gotten used to it. It gets progressively worse. So I'm hoping once I get off my meds in a few years that it calms back down, at least to a point where I can deal with it. But it always makes things look like they're moving. All edges kind of like see on my pants. It all looks like the edge kind of looks like it's moving. That's just how my vision is. It's crazy. Sucks. If I didn't have that, I'd probably feel mentally a little better. I'm going to be cutting out of here in a minute. My cat will starve itself not wanting to eat its own food when it's sitting right in front of me. Cats are dumb. It's like I've had visual snow for most of my life, but it's gotten progressively worse. And when I got sick and with the sensory issues, it got a lot worse. And it's still progressively getting worse. But it'll never go away for me. But I'm hoping it calms back down. I know when I start feeling better, I don't pay as much attention to it. So I'm assuming once I'm off the bad medication and get my gut health in better order, I'm assuming it'll be better. Who knows? Yeah, I've got two cats. One cat will eat until it dies. And the other one won't eat for shit. I gotta like fucking hand feed it. Fucking lazy ass cat. All right, I'm gonna cut off of here. You guys have a good evening. It's been nice chatting with you. I might come on tomorrow, depending on how I feel. It'll be kind of a long day for me tomorrow, so we'll see. You guys all, you all take care later on.